Hi Pisces, this is your, well, there's two, I feel like we're going to take them, two trying to fly out. September mid-month reading for Pisces. I'm Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. Thank you for stopping by. And I'm going to pull 4 or 5 tarot cards just to kind of give me an idea of what the energy is for the second half of the month. And then I will pull clarifiers with some different oracle cards that I have. So let's see what else we got here. I don't know how the rest of you guys are feeling, but the last week was a little rough. There was some crap that cropped up with me, and I guess you could say that I realized that I have some abandonment issues that I need to work on. And if I knew how to do that, I would snap my fingers and make that go away as quickly as possible, because that is a miserable situation to be in. You know, I have worked on myself for a long, long time, and felt pretty good there for a while that I had pretty much conquered about all of it until last weekend. And, well, actually, like Wednesday night, some stuff hit the fan. Let's put it that way. So it's been interesting last few days. So if you're going through anything like that, I would love to hear. I have heard from other readers that abandonment issues is big right now, and rejection and having that fear crop up, something's happened. And if that is going on with you guys, I would love to know if that is. Every single card that came up did not come up. I mean, it came up in the right position, not in the reverse position. So let's see what we got here. So Pisces, this is the Fool card. So you're starting on a new journey. It's the beginning of a cycle. You've just ended something that's happened, and you are ready to step off the cliff and start into something new. Whether it is a new relationship or a new job or whatever it is, something new is getting ready to happen. The Sun card, that's always a happy card to have in a reading. So whatever it is, it's good. If it is a relationship, it's probably a soulmate relationship. If it's a job, it's your dream job. It's something that you've been looking forward to, wishing for your whole life. Whatever the case is, those two together are certainly very good cards, especially if they are together. The Ten of Wands is, you've got some ideas that you're carrying around with you. And let's see. You got a lot of ideas coming at you. And I feel like you don't know which direction to go with them. And it's ideas. What is it? Ideas about ways to do this new job, to make it. I feel like you're in a leadership position in this new job, this new career that you're in, and you're coming in very excited with lots of ideas. Perhaps it is a romance. I feel like you've been training yourself for this position for your whole life. And you're walking in with all of these ideas, and you are ready to let loose. I mean, you are like, I have been training for the perfect position or this relationship, and you've been thinking all of these years about, if I ever have that job or if I ever had that relationship, this is the kind of stuff that I would do. And I feel like this is you walking in there and going, let me at him. I'm like, I'm going to make this place my own. I'm going to make this relationship the best it can be. And good for you. However, Two of Swords, while you feel like you want to be super confident, you've got a little bit of anxiety about it, and I feel like it's a little bit of a self-esteem issue that's going on, is because you want to come off to everybody that you're really super confident, but in the back of your head, that old programming that we tend to have is like, are they going to listen to me? Are they going to like me? Are you going to feel rejected? So do your best to shut that negative programming off. When you feel that coming on, I mean, you basically just have to kind of, I mean, because that can spiral down into a dark place when you start questioning yourself, and just kind of press the pause button or the stop button and make that cycle of thinking go away. The Four of Wands, if you look at that, it looks like 1111, which is like the twin flame number. So for those of you that are starting into a new relationship, this does feel like it could be your twin flame or a soulmate. And with the Fool and the Sun and everything that's coming along, it certainly feels like it is a very good relationship that is coming. A very fulfilling one. And like I said, you've been training for this for your whole life. So it's kind of like, you know, you go to school to get your driver's license, and now you've got your driver's license, and you're, you know, getting ready to go out and show what you're made out of. I'm going to use romance angels on this reading because I feel like this is more related to a romance than it is work, especially since the Four of Wands came up. And I don't know, I guess that's just the feeling that this is more romance related, more relationship related than work. Sometimes it's more work, sometimes it's more romance, sometimes it's a mixture of both. So let's see, this new person that is just now entering your life, what kind of relationship is it going to be? I'd like to know what kind of relationship it's going to be. And that's way too many cards. What kind of relationship are we looking at here? Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Well, that's not good. And religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I feel like, okay, so this is what I feel from that card. You've met this person and you like this person, but it's not the typical person that you normally went out with. And so you're questioning, is there enough attraction or chemistry to make this go all the way? So I am saying keep an open mind. The person that I met that I thought was my soulmate was of a different race and 14 years younger than me. So he was not at all the typical person. That was flipped upside down. I don't know why. We'll take it, but I want one more card. So I guess just keep an open mind. You may have met him. You're kind of questioning in your head, oh, but he's different than what I'm used to, and you're just wondering if you can make something like that work. And also it says religious factors. I feel like it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I feel like this person that has been brought into your life is here to teach you some spiritual lessons. Most soulmates, all soulmates and twin flames are brought into your life to teach you some spiritual lessons. So there's some stuff that you're going to go through down the road, and it could be quite painful, which could have to do with like me talking, having the abandonment issues that I have been dealing with over this last week. So this relationship could bring up some of your core wounds and stuff that you maybe thought you had dealt with. So just be prepared for that. The one that was upside down that I went ahead and pulled says, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. I hadn't even read that. That totally goes along with what I just said. This person that has come into your life is going to bring up and trigger you on some stuff that is going to be nasty. It's not that person's fault. That is stuff that's in you. That is, like I said, I thought I had worked through a lot of my crap, and then all of a sudden some abandonment issues cropped up, and I've been boo-hooing half the week and feeling very rejected and trying to convince myself that this is just a phase. This is just stuff that got brought up for me to release and heal and move on. So I am telling you now that you are going to be going through this, and just keep a level head about it, and don't get mad at that person when you get triggered, because this is your shit. This doesn't have anything, he's being himself, but this is your shit that you are going to have to work through. And that one says reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. This feels like in the middle. Okay, there's a couple of things that feels like. In the middle of this releasing and stuff that's coming up, it's bringing you back in your head to a previous relationship that maybe caused a lot of this grief that's still in your heart that is coming up to be healed. So it may not necessarily be that this person is actually going to be in the physical coming back into your life, but a lot of emotions and thoughts and thinking about that is going to be cropping up, and you're going to be reminiscing about that whole relationship. That's what it feels like. That is returning to your life, not necessarily in a physical sense, but you're going to be reliving something from your past that is not going to be pleasant, and you just need to know that it's going to be okay. Call in your friends and have them help you with this. You may be needing to have some days that you need to cry or whatever, and just, what you resist persists, they always say. So let it come through and get out of your system. Don't hold it in. The quicker you get it out, the better off you're going to be. I'm going to use, in this one, I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot Heart Cards by John Holland, because I feel like this is most definitely a relationship reading. So that shows joy and stability. Once you get through all of this boo-hooing and crying, and that's always a good thing. Am I doing on time? 14, 13. That one wants to come out. Find balance. Okay. Dang. Helpless and hopeless. That's how you're going to be feeling when you're crying. I definitely am gonna have to do the emotions cards on this one, because I feel like you're gonna be dealing with a lot of upheaval, emotional upheaval, but it's temporary. I mean, and it really is coming up to be healed. So it's not something that you need to, oh God. I swear to God, this reading could be for me. And I am not Pisces. So, okay, so joy and stability. It's kind of like when you first get into this relationship, you're joyful, you're feeling stable, everything's great, and then all of a sudden, you start feeling helpless and hopeless, and your darkest fears are coming up. Again, it's because it's taken you back to a previous relationship that you were in, And it's reminding you, maybe you got dumped by somebody one time. This maybe doesn't even have to do with a previous love relationship. This could be a parental relationship. Maybe one of your parents up and left or died or something when you were a kid, and it left you with abandonment issues, or something happened and you were like majorly rejected when you were in school or something. Whatever the case is, this person that is just now coming into your life that you are thinking, this could be the one, is there to bring up stuff. So again, all I can say is you're going to be triggered. Don't take it personally. Try not to go off on that person, because you made this arrangement with him a long time ago, to help yourself heal and find balance for better things to come. I am going to do this mixed emotions thing, these cards, just to see what other advice could be coming out. Loving, okay. Some jealousy is going to be coming up. Relieved and loving. So you've got loving and relieved and jealous. So that's one of the things that's going to crop up, is maybe this previous love cheated on you and something happens. Maybe this guy flirts with the waitress, or maybe he's talking to an old friend that's a female or something, and this jealousy stuff crops up, and you start getting really fearful that you can't trust this person. Whatever it is, I mean, it could be any, frustrated, just frustrated and worried and sad. Those are, basically those are the emotions you're going to be dealing with through this whole thing. And I think sometimes if you know what's coming, it's easier to deal with it. So when it's coming on, you can go, oh yeah, that reading, she did said I was going to feel this way. But I'm also telling you it's not going to last very long, and it is an illusion. It is, it doesn't mean it's true. It just means that your memory banks are taking you back to a time when it was true. So, I think that is it for this one. Keep your chin up. It'll be okay. It's only temporary. And once you get through this hard part, then, maybe you and this new person will actually, find happily ever after, or maybe he's just there to help you get through this, so the next person you don't have to go through this at all. Whatever the case is, somebody has to come into your life to help heal this shit. So, okay, Pisces, that is the second half of September, and I hope everybody has a great rest of the month, if I can talk now.